Today I'm going to be showing you how to make honey garlic beef in your Instant Pot. Hi, I'm Karen Peterson and I like to share Instant Pot stuff with you here on YouTube and on my blog 365daysofcrockpot.com. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an easy recipe that you can make in your Instant Pot with just a few ingredients you probably already have at home. It is called honey garlic beef. It tastes just as good as what you'd order at a Chinese restaurant, and the bonus is you can make the rice at the same time in the same pot. Let's get started with the recipe. All right, we're going to start by adding in some soy sauce and some water. I have 6 tablespoons of water, and then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of low sodium or light soy sauce, something with less salt, just so that it doesn't get too salty tasting, but you still get that soy sauce flavor. Then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm just taking it out of the jar today. You can also just press fresh garlic through a garlic press and use that. That would be even more amazing. Next, I'm going to add in some crushed red pepper. I'm adding in a 1/2 teaspoon, but if you don't like heat, you might want to add in less. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon would be better. Next, we're going to add in some ginger root, and I'm just using a small grater to grate it finely into the pot just directly, and I'm using about 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to eyeball it today, but basically just take that ginger root, and you don't even have to peel it. You can just grate it right in from the beginning. Oops, a little piece came off there. I like to freeze ginger in foil in my freezer when I'm done with it. And then whenever you're ready for it in a recipe, you just grab it out, and it actually grates a lot better when it's frozen. So that's why I do that. Next, I'm going to add in some beef stew meat that I bought in a package at the store. And I think it said it had 1 1/4 pound of beef in there. And you can use even more if you'd like. You can probably use 1 1/2 pounds, anywhere from 1 to 1 1/2 pounds would be great for the amount of sauce that we're going to get out of this recipe. You can also double this recipe, just double all the ingredients and keep the cooking time the same. You can also halve the recipe. It might have trouble coming to pressure though if you halve those liquid ingredients. So I don't necessarily suggest halving the recipe unless you're making it in a 3-quart pot. But I'm just going to stir to coat the meat in that sauce and the garlic really well. Now, if you're interested in making rice at the same time that you make the beef, what you'd like to do is just add a tall trivet into the pot. You can see that it just sits above the meat. And then place a pan that has the water and the rice in it on top of that trivet. And I added 1 1/2 cups of water and 1 cup of rice in there. And then I'm covering it with the lid that came with that dish. So I pressure cooked the meat for 20 minutes, and then I let it sit for, it's been 19 minutes, but you really only need to let it sit for maybe 15 minutes, just so that the pressure can release naturally and the beef can remain tender. And then you're going to take out the rice pan and the trivet and set it aside for now. And we're going to stir in the honey now, and I'm stirring in a 1/4 cup of honey. I don't like it too sweet, but if you like a little more sweetness, then add in 6 tablespoons of honey. It's up to you. And I'm just going to stir that in really well. All right, now I'm going to make a cornstarch slurry. I just stirred together 2 or 3 tablespoons of cornstarch with about equal parts water until it's smooth like that. And I turn the Instant Pot to the saute setting, and it's going to start thickening that sauce fairly quickly. You can see how thick it gets. Once it gets thick, I like to just turn off that Instant Pot, and you can serve it with your rice immediately, or you can keep it on the keep warm setting until everybody is ready to eat. So I've taken a scoop of the rice out and a big scoop of the meat and sauce, and then I just put some sesame seeds on top. I don't have any green onions, but that would be amazing on top. And this is the result. Thanks so much again for joining me. I hope that you will make this recipe and love it as much as we did at my house. and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to get a new Instant Pot recipe sent every day to your email, make sure to subscribe to my email list. It is completely free, and I will put the link to that in the notes below. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.